Hello, this is Joe from Nerd in Korea. We are doing a Streets of New Capenna bundle opening, so I'm doing a set review. We're doing the top value, and this is the budget, my budget picks. So top 5 budget picks for this set. And I'm going by MTG Goldfish. This time, usually I use TCG Player. Not a sponsor, not at all. But anyway, yeah. I'm using MTG Goldfish just because it is much easier to get the value of things off of that. I kind of go on a whole thing on the last video I did that, but I'll just, yeah, it's much easier basically, is what I'm... Topiary Somper. So, it is 3 green for a 4/4 with Vigilance, so mana cost to, like, creature value-wise, this is very high, right? 3 mana for a 4/4 with Vigilance is quite good, right off the bat. And when it enters the battlefield, you search your library for a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So this is also tutoring out a basic land, right? This, or fetching, whatever you want to call it. This is getting a basic land into play for you as well, so there's kind of ramp attached to this. This is ideal with a flicker strategy, right? If you can put them down, and then just start picking up, putting them down again. Just land. All of the lands. This is only 197. I thought this was more, honestly. Slip out the back. So, this is only 1 blue to cast. And it put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It phases out. The +1/+1 counter is abusable. Like, there's a lot of, like, synergy you can get with, like, Proliferate and stuff like that. But phasing out is incredible. So, yeah, it protects your creatures. Ideal in Commander. Also puts the counter on the creature, right? Especially in Commander, if you have this is just like a save your commander anytime you want. This works on really anything. If there's a board wipe, it doesn't counter the board wipe, but it, like, keeps your commander safe from it and let the whole rest of the board get smashed. That's fine. And your commander just comes back. It phases back in after. I really like phasing as a mechanic. I wish they used it more, honestly. Anyway, 106. Broker's Ascendancy. So this is, yeah, Bant. This is this plane's version of Bant. You know, do they really need to keep changing the names? I guess, you know, they're not really stuck to anything, but okay. Sometimes it feels like they're just doing it for the sake of doing it. Great with Proliferate strategies. Oh, yeah, I should read it first. Anyway, yeah, Bant. This is green, white, blue. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker. Wow. Okay. +1/+1 on all of your creatures and a loyalty counter on all planeswalkers. This is useful in so many decks. Really, almost any deck you can put this in just for the creature bonus is worth it. If you have planeswalkers in your deck, it's insanely good, I think. Anyway, great with Proliferate strategies and planeswalkers, both common Bant strategies, okay? Proliferate, especially just getting that, like, first counter down is the main thing you have to worry about with Proliferate. Once that's down, you can just keep stacking them. But without the first one, you're proliferating and you don't have anything to proliferate. So, yeah. Anyway, $1. Rabble Rousing. Create an extra token creature for every attacker. So yeah, I mentioned this on the last video for Jetmir, right? This is great with Jetmir, who gives you all kinds of bonuses for having more creatures. So yeah, every time you attack with a creature, you're going to make a token. The token is not attacking. Maybe that's the one kind of downside that's hidden here. A lot of times when you have effects like this, it will also create another attacker, which makes blocking much more difficult, but anyway. Also, it has Hideaway 5. So let's look at that. When this enchantment enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library, exile one face down, and put the rest on the bottom in a random order. So you're going to look at the top 5, choose one, put that down, and then, yeah, when you control 10 or more creatures, not super hard to do in a lot of decks, right? 10 or more creatures, you cast that thing for free. Finding something that, again, this is what, 5 mana? This is a 5 mana enchantment. Finding a card out of your top 5 that's worth like at least enough to make this worthwhile, even if it's worth only like 3 or 4, I would still say it's almost like a semi-tutor, semi-scry, and you're casting it for free just for having creatures, which you might want to do anyway. Just the synergy there is crazy, and it's like kind of cost reduction as well, but limited cost reduction. Anyway, 92 cents. Fight rigging. I wish I had actually just made last weekend I did a video on Weta, and I did not have this card in the deck, and I wish I did now. But anyway, you get right again, it has Hideaway 5, which is just underappreciated, but anyway. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may exile the card. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. There's one big thing I want to point out here. You're putting +1/+1 counter on anything, that's very nice. I think that's worth 3 already. And it's going to automatically cast if you have a creature, not the creature you put this +1/+1 on, any creature, right? Any creature has 7 or more attack. Very easy to do, especially if you have like equipment, anything, it'll get to 7 very quickly. Anyway, you can basically cast that for like very limited effort. You're going to be casting a spell for free. And I think finding a spell that's more than 3 mana is not that difficult, even just out of the top 5, right? At least, I think so. Anyway, it is 91 cents for that. Only 91 cents. I wish I had put this in this, my fight deck. Anyway. Okay, those were my top 5 budget picks. If you have a different budget pick, I'd love to hear it. Anyway, take it easy.